Hello everyone. The TV series, Wednesday, Tim Burton based on the cult Addams Family became a real discovery. No, of course. Many were already waiting for something special from this project. But what really surprised me was that in fact not the whole family, but only Wednesday could nevertheless make an amazing show, which by the way has already broken all Netflix records bypassing Very Strange Things. But actually, the main character and actress Wednesday Jenna Ortega became a world celebrity at lightning speed. And then it began. And who is this girl? And she used to star in movies. And how did she get this role? How old is she? What is her height and so on? What in today's video will be the answers to all of the above and many other questions. You will learn everything about Jenny, about what she did for the role of Petty Addams, how the process took place. First, 2 words about the series, Wednesday, which was released on Netflix on November 23, and immediately he fell into the soul of the audience. So at the time of the creation of this video, this show had already become the leader of Netflix, in place of the most watched streamer series, a show led by Tim Burton with the participation of the new queen of screens, Jenna Ortega. She broke the records of Very Strange Cases by winning the title of the most watched Netflix series, with a figure of 341 million hours of views in just 1 week. And of course after that everyone is wondering who really is incredibly charming, Wednesday. Or in the life of Jenna Ortega. Well, a short reference: Jenna Ortega was born in 2002 in California. That is, she is now 20 years old, and by the way she is far from a beginner, and of course she has not had the success that has fallen on the young star yet, but she has already started her career on the screen a long time ago. Jenna Ortega starred in a number of horror films and TV series. Before she got the role of Wednesday Addams in the new Netflix series, she initially became famous as a child actress after starring in many popular shows, including her recurring role in Jane the Virgin. She also played the lead role of Harley Diaz in the Disney comedy series. Met some horror films. Jenna got a role in Astral Chapter 2, as well as Nanny as the Killer Queen and the Scream reboot. Meanwhile, many fans can recognize Jenna from the Netflix series, You, as well as the family film of the same streamer, Yes Day. And this is not all her role, so as you can understand, the 20-year-old star is far from a beginner. And here of course the question is interesting and exciting for probably everyone. But how exactly did she get the role of Wednesday? Who chose her? How the casting took place and so on, because this video, it's just a gift of fate, and probably every young actress would have dreamed of getting it. Quite interestingly, Jenna Ortega admitted that the process was not very long. In a recent interview, the actress said that she was working on another project when she was told Tim Burton wanted to talk to you about the role of Wednesday Addams in the series produced by Netflix. Obviously I was excited, says the actress, from the idea of working with Tim Burton, as well as playing such an iconic character. According to Ortega, she turned on the Zoom for maybe 10 minutes, says Jenna, and then I suddenly felt that it was as if carved into stones. Ortega admitted that she had never met Burton before their call in Zoom, but at the same time she had no doubt that she could get the role so quickly. When something like this happens, I don't think you doubt it. I think you're just smiling and nod your head. That is, as you understand. In fact, it was not Jenna who found Burton, but he gave her the role after a very short audition to the actress. But despite everything, after that, according to Ortega, she began to have certain doubts. I was like a big scared cat, she says. I definitely had doubts about it. I was already there and did it with teen shows, Jenna added, and there was additional pressure due to the fact that now this role in the cult franchise. Plus, according to the actress, the role of Wednesday was not easy for her. Of course, after all, in order to become the younger Addams, who was not surpassed in almost everything, Jenny had to master many new skills, including archery and playing the cello. Everyone in my inner circle knows that the cello did this to me. The actress says, I tore my hair. The advantages of Tim Burton himself had a number of requirements for his main star. Hundreds of actresses were auditioned, but it was Ortega who brought to the character, Wednesday. the sympathy that was not sought. As for Tim Burton, he had his own requirements. She, as an actress of silent films, says director Johnny, she expresses emotions with her eyes. This is what I needed her to have, a very good flair, Tim says, while, as we said earlier, the director had his own requirements. For example, he wanted someone to pass by and think that I was a mannequin, says Ortega. He told me to act like I had a stack of books or a cup of tea on my head, which made me have a great posture, but he was also surprisingly inattentive when it came to other elements, says Ortega, which gave me the freedom to come to my own interpretation of the character. With Catherine Zeta-Jones playing the role of the mother of the heroine noted that she was impressed by Ortega's perseverance in defending her vision of Wednesday. She was not afraid of Tim. The actress says, he is a great director, but she asked him, I will do it this way, but can we try it this way, and this was her achievement. Yes, and of course, it's just a cult dance Vans yes from the 4 series that managed to pull apart on memes. It turns out that everything is also very difficult here. In fact, I felt very insecure about this. I choreographed this dance myself. I think it's quite obvious that I'm not dancers and not a choreographer. And what's the most, not only was it her first choreography production, Ortega also assembled the movement a few days before director Tim Burton shot this scene. That is, everything was done, as they say, with a hasty hand. Jenna also admitted that she was inspired by dancers from the 80s, but some viewers found in the dance, Wednesday, a reference to the series of the 60s and a tribute to the homus of John Eston. In short, the audience was delighted with what happened, and in general, Jenna herself noted earlier this year that for the role of Wednesday, she did probably the most significant physical transformation of her body during her entire acting career, and dancing was also part of this transformation program. So of course there was a very serious preparation before just one type of sloppy dance, and by the way, this is another contribution of Jenna personally in the role of Wednesday, in addition to the fact that before filming, the actress had to work pretty hard with martial arts and self-defense trainers in order to then demonstrate the skills of a cool girl on the screen, learn to shoot along with Robin Hood, and of course play the cello, which we already said above. Also, Jenna admitted that making Wednesday out of her own and, as it were, breaking away from the cult image from the film of the 91st year, was still that challenge. The actress talks about the changes she made to her heroine, the heroine that Christina Ricci played in the Addams Family films. It was very important for me that I did something different, although in the past Christina did it flawlessly, Ortega says, but that heroine is different. She is more awkward in communication, she has confidence but she is more secretive. I wanted my environment, it was fresher. I wanted this character to be specific, confident and assertive. Also, the young actress realized that for this she even had to practice walking and building the necessary posture for the role twice a week, and twice a week to go to a fencing lesson is not counting everything we talked about above. By the way, as for walking, Jenna mentions that it was also not too easy to walk in heavy boots on a high platform, so she had to get used to such shoes gradually, and it was probably done in order to make Wednesday a little higher, because the fact is that Jenna Ortega's height is 1 meter and 55 centimeters, which made her the lowest for all the main characters of the series, well, except for Eugene's buzzing friend. However, it must be said that the Mas Mustafa playing this role is also the youngest of the whole cast. He is only 13 years old, whereas, for example, Enid or Amy Mayer, Wednesday's roommates, are 20 years old, as well as Jenny, and the performers of the role of Bianca Joey Sandoy are already 27 years old, and of course the thing where without him, this role was partially played by the 25-year-old illusionist Victor Darbantu. In general, all the actors and the entire team of the show, despite their height or age, did an amazing job. But finally, of course, everyone is terribly interested in the question, will there be a sequel? There is no official information on this yet, although in view of the incredible success of Wednesday and the open final, it would be strange if there was no sequel. and yet Jenna Ortega herself has in fact already revealed her cards in this matter, because the actress started talking about the second season and said she wanted her heroine to be in it even darker in the first. The actress says that she wants even more dangerous things to happen next, Wednesday, and for this heroine to plunge further into the dark element, and this in itself says that the second season will definitely be. It's not surprising after such an incredible success. Well, I hope you have learned something new for yourself today and will now look forward to the continuation with even greater impatience. If so, do not be lazy to put your finger up and also subscribe to our channel so as not to miss anything. Thank you all for watching and bye to everyone.